Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11th. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Second down and 8. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go option to the short side. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton from 17 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants.
Brandon Garden and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt.
Jones throwing for it.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Gano out to kick this one away.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now he'll escape to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here's Dobbins.
And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Raven Giants touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 34 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a two-point conversion away from tying this up. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Here's Jackson. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 8-8.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. They've got his man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Here's 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Giants on a pickup of 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jones now throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones flushed out right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
Jones on first down. Forced out to his left.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 38.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Being chased out left.
This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sass.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stick.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Giants!
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down and goal to go.
Jackson will throw again. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, but I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This one out quickly to Watkins.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Now here's Ross. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones. Steps away to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 31 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season